.207 start time in this one. And getting some good intel there on that young lady, Katie Lashney. She's a solid one. She'll come out and lead off, just the sophomore this year. And again, it was all Sinla and volleyball. Tremendous multi-sport athlete here at Marksville. This should be a good one now. I expect that we will see 54, Abby Gio, again in the circle. Didn't see her warming up, though. Had to step down out of the booth for a moment. Able to visit with some folks there. And, yeah, Gio does walk her way back out into the circle behind the dish. Once again, at catcher is going to be Sarah Quibido. You know, Quibido's has a Valentine's menu back home today. It's going to be open till 10 o'clock tonight. Avery Michaels will be playing. Go by there and at Quibido's and have their Valentine's special. You tell them that 446Sports sent you. Good matchup here with this young, up-and-coming St. Joe's team. And they will get this is one of those matchups that you don't mind watching early on. Abby Gio in the circle for St. Joe, and striding in from the left side is going to be Katie Lashney. And this is just that matchup, again, we said you don't mind seeing. This is game 4. We're already halfway home in what we're doing today. Hopefully you're having as good a time as we are. I'll tell you without a doubt, Katie Lashney is going to be one of those names to get kicked around for that Rising Stars All-Star game. That wind coming, blowing. Boy, it is it's tough on the dirt when that wind blows like it's doing now. I guess you take it for granted playing on turf as much as we see. Gio will rock back and fire this one up and out of the zone, and 2 balls and no strikes. Lashney was swinging early in the count last game, but is just showing patience. Just a prototypical leadoff hitter. Swings and misses, pulls off of that one, and knows at that point she probably should have driven that one. That's the ball she hit for a double down the line in that earlier game, but pulled off. Tried to pull that one into the gap in right center. It was just off of it. Gio will settle in, and this is a great opportunity for Gio to announce her presence as an 8th grader in this 3-1 count to lead things off. Just about 5 minutes into this one, 4 minutes perhaps. We'll be joined by Coach Scully again in a minute. He'll visit with us. We'll get some clarification on what that call was. Swung on and missed again, and that evens things up. Lashley's like, what happened? Why didn't I hit that ball? Sometimes you just don't. It's a good pitch coming in from Abby Gio. Gio, this would start her game off pretty well. Rocks back and fires. That one fouled back, and making contact with it there was Lashney. As a reminder, we are brought to you all season long by the Lauren Vaughn Foundation. The LV5K race, that raises money for that scholarship program in honor in memory of Lauren Vaughn to keep nursing dreams alive. Up and out of the zone, and that is going to be a 7-pitch, leadoff at bat, and that will get Madison into the lineup. We saw her take off and run earlier, did Katie? Anyway, you can go to lv5k.org and you'll find information. That's early April, so if you guys are watching and you have games that you're playing that afternoon or whatever, get out to Alexandria Senior High School, register as a team, and go out there and support that great cause. If you can't run, you say, Doug, we've got games at 9 o'clock that morning and we can't run. Just register as a team and support the program that is there. Lauren Vaughn Foundation is the sponsor of our player of the game once the regular season starts. That one is fouled back, and Lashney was off and running. It's 2 ball to strike, hit and run there. Two and one the count here to Madison Lashney. Great at bat, great pitching sequence, and that's strange that Abby Gio was the one flashing the sign into her catcher. Swung on and missed, down on strikes, and Lashney slides in there with a second. It looked like she got hit in the leg with the ball. She'll pop up and take her stolen base and be there. She is going to be one you hear about in this area a long time. There are a lot of good players on this Marksville team. Look for them to be one of those. But this St. Joe's team, ready to go toe-to-toe with them today. This Avoyelles Parish Jamboree, such a great idea. 26 years is what I believe is how long this has been going on. You look at teams that have a good leadoff hitter. I think about St. Fred's and Avery Hauser. Good-looking strikeout there by Gio, and that's the first out. Sawyer Shelton at Menard, that state championship team there at Menard. Carly Guile up at Calvary. You just have great hitters that lead games off. And this is Kristen Lashney that is here. That one hammered out into center field. And we'll see if they send Katie, and they do. She's going to come around, and that again draws the throw. Same thing happened last game, and coming around to score the game's first run, but give that RBI to Kristen Lashney. and she just switches places. Marksville, the visiting team in this one. By the way of the rotation, they didn't have to change dugouts or anything, but just so that each team gets the same amount of home and aways, as this tournament is not a Marksville tournament. It's the Avoyelles Parish Jamboree. This is Madison Jones. Steps in, ready to hit. 1-0, top of the first. Just the one out. Foul tipped, and that's going to be a dead ball. We'll send Lashney back to second base. Gio set to deliver the 1-1, misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Clouds starting to break up a little bit here. I don't know that we'll ever get to see any of the sun today, but it is breaking up a little bit as that wind starts to change direction again. That one fouled back and out of play. This one from Gio, lifted high from Jones out into center field, or the center fielder come up and got it. That's just a tremendous run all the way in from center field by Miley Mesh to come up and get that one, and 2 down here in the top of the first. This will get Glorioso, Maya Glorioso, into the game. You know, you heard Coach Scully talking about being in the front of the box against that lower speed pitcher. These young ladies have been middle to the back of the box here against Gio, trying to just get an extra split second to take a look at it. That one poked high and over towards first base. It's going to be handled there. The out is made, and that will retire the side. Good work over at first base by Harper Grimion, and that will retire the side. But 1 run comes across. Again, it was a leadoff by Lashney, and Kristen Lashney with a single. Take second on the throw, but another leadoff double is what set the tone. 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first when we come back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view, and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you.
Back to work, here we go. And Reagan Lashney, number 14, will toe the circle for Marksville today. Katie Lashney, number 15, will go out to center field. She'll play center field there in this one. And the young lady that made that play to end things up, Harper Grimion, will lead things off. Swung on and missed at that one, and different approach, same side of it too. Another lefty being trotted out there, but doesn't have the size. Still gets a lot of movement with what she does. That one off the plate as well. 2 balls and a strike here to the leadoff hitting Gremion. That wind starting to pick up just a little bit. That's going to get number 9. That is Ashley Dagrapont that will stride in. 1 down here in this one. Lashney rocks back and fires. And I think if I'm doing a Marksville game, all I need to learn is first names now. It looks like the bulk of the lineup are Lashney's on here. Dagrapont takes the 2-ball, no strike count. 1-0 Marksville lead. And that one up and out of the zone. St. Joe trying to equal the run that they gave up. They're the home team in this one. That's why if you're curious about where we're at, you know we are at Marksville. But in this one, they rotate everything around. Good looking off speed across 4 strike 1. That one pushed back foul. And one thing about these tournaments in these days is that we're able to stick around and visit with some of the coaches. And we've got the Avoyelles Lady Mustangs coach Micah Bordelon in here with us too. And Coach, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Beautiful day today.
Look,
missed the rain, thankfully.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get out of here. I know we were talking with Coach Scully ahead of time, is that you just you never know when you're planning these things. That one lifted out to second base, going to be gathered in. Play is made there for 1 out number 2. But as we talked about, it's not a rain out till it's a rain out.
Yep. Well, it surely wasn't looking that way. We were texting all week, and we would, I was thinking already about maybe them having it next year, and then the weather kept on getting pushed back and back and back, and luckily we're here.
It's pushing back where it might affect some of those Sunday Mardi Gras parades, but I don't think that's now where I'm from. That might be a concern, or here it might be a concern, but I don't know. But softball, we've had a week ago that people were canceling scrimmages because of the ice,
right?
And now the 80-degree rain.
Louisiana,
that's exactly right. That's
what
exactly right.
Yep.
Coach, tell us a little bit about the Lady Mustangs and what we can expect this year.
We have a great group, and I mean that from a people standpoint, in that it's an awesome group of kids. I mean, absolutely awesome. And it's got me excited, and they're close. So this is my first year coaching, but one goal I had was culture comes first, and it was really, really easy.
Right.
I mean, they're close, and we have fun. That comes first. Now we work extremely, extremely hard. We have a motto of stay hungry,
right?
And by that, getting better every single day. And we have a mix of leaders and some
Ground ball over
younger
to third
kids. That's a good play.
is gathered in there,
Nice.
back over to first. We'll keep it here through the break. No runs for St. Joe in the bottom of the first. Able to go to the top of the second. Marksville with a 1-0 lead in this one, back with Coach Michael Bordelon. Coach, so anyway, yeah, we're talking about staying hungry and getting after it.
Yes.
What do you think the progression has been, and where do you sit now as you're on the eve of this thing starting for real in a couple of days?
Right. Well, I guess you could say kind of, I don't mean this in a disrespectful manner, but I guess we play with swag, and that, we're not afraid of anybody. I believe that this game, much of it is very, very mental. And so, we got some things to get clean and right, but I feel like if we play clean, we have no fear.
But that's a fine line too. But I think you've got to play with that solid confidence.
Right.
Otherwise, what are you out there doing?
Exactly. And I believe in these girls. I mean,
Right.
listen, I have 11 or 12 varsity players.
Right.
And all bats, all can field, all throw. I mean, I feel like I can plug in various players. We don't have holes,
Right.
and so if we could just build, I think we'll do fine.
What does a tournament like this or a jamboree like this do for you? You
It's-
get your 6 innings in and
Right,
get to
it's-
see some different
I think it's
pitchers.
a big thing for them to be in the environment with
Right.
the crowd, and competing against people other than like a inter squad scrimmage. You
Right.
know, obviously seeing different pitchers and different pitches.
And the scrimmages have been canceled and moved and
Right.
different things done to them.
Yes. I think that's big, and I guess as a coach, you hope to come in and gain confidence and not lose it. And I feel like thus far that's what's happened.
Miley DeSalle will lead things off in the top of the second. The one thing that I've found is that the bond in Avoyelles Parish
Right.
is so solid.
It is.
The meaning for a jamboree like this, where everybody comes together
Right.
to play before you go off all your separate ways.
Right.
What's the importance of that?
I think it's good. I also think it's very useful to talk amongst coaches and players, and wish each other good luck. I mean, all in all, we want to see our parish do well.
Right.
If that means Bunkie or Marksville or us possibly making a run.
Right.
So it is a game. It's not a war. It's not a fight. I like watching other players and telling them that they're doing a good job. It's it's just fun to be here.
Right.
It's good experience, and at the same time, good practice for the actual games, which are coming right up. Actually,
Look,
Yeah,
opening
it's-
day is the 17th. We're just a
Right.
couple of days away, and it'll be that mad rush towards May and Frash
Right.
Park and that run for it, and that's what
Fast and Furious.
that's what's on everybody's. 57 days of the regular season, and you guys will play about 25 to 30 games.
Right.
Is that what you see?
Yes, probably. Let's see. I think we're only doing one tournament, so whether that's 2 or 3 games, but we're looking at about 23 total,
Yeah,
which is plenty because I believe in having days of practice, holes. To work on things and this and that.
That's a
I think,
different approach too. You got a lot of coaches that I see
Right,
some
and
in
it's-
tournaments all over there, but I mean
Well-
it's you learning your team and your team learning
With
you.
the way the system is, it's all about the points, and I see some flaws in it.
Yep.
But
I don't have a soapbox big enough to tell
right,
the flaws about what I think.
But there's a few weeks where we're basically Tuesday to Friday games, but I purposely left some weeks, especially during district play, to have at least 1 or 2 games a week to practice.
Let's talk about that. Tell me a little bit about you. That ground ball that shot is over to second base, gets out into right field. Good piece of hitting there by Miley DeSalle
nice.
to lead things off.
Yes.
Tell us about your district play.
So it's tough. Now, as I said, this is my first year coaching. I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but I do know Menard is very, very strong. I haven't been able to watch film on them. I did watch some film on Kinder, and that's a very, very solid team, well-coached team, hard to beat, okay? And it seems like instead of rebuilding, they just reload every single year, you know?
Yeah, and
It's
we're familiar with the district a little bit. Of course, we call we stream all of Menard's games and followed them to the state title
Right.
last year. But you've got a Kinder. Of course, their big pitcher is gone. But again, you just continue to
Right.
put teams together in that.
Yes, very well-coached teams, very well. It's going to be fun.
It
is,
will.
yes.
Look, I
It's-
can't wait for it. You don't have to wait. It's here.
Yes,
and
yes, it is.
it's on us now.
Right. So
One thing that has surprised me, we talked to a lot of coaches on this,
Mm-hmm.
and you take Gio that is in the circle right now, that's pitching as an 8th grader, and
Yes.
I mean,
I
you
know her.
see so much young talent.
yeah, and young and tough kids,
Yep.
tough, mentally, physically, tough, and love the game. Love the game. I know her family, and she lives and breathes it. You know, it's all they want to do. You know,
Paisley
and-
Chason there striding in.
and I believe she's in 8th grade. That's Gio.
Yeah, Gio
That's-
is the 8th grader. So you see
Yes,
somebody
I-
like that starts in the circle for you in the 8th grade, you think you're set the next several years.
Yes, and then you're hoping that she hasn't peaked yet, which I don't think she has. You know, you figure as they get stronger and taller and bigger, you know. But she's a very serious pitcher. She's gonna be a good one.
And that's one of those that, again, the benefit of, and you see in these smaller schools that are on the campuses,
Right.
she's able to play as an 8th grader. You take a Pine Prairie, for example, and an 8th grader's not able to play on there, even though it's a small school,
Right.
different
It's a different
campuses
world.
and different principals, and so they're not able to do that. So, man, the juggling of lineups and
Right.
preparation is something.
We're I'm actually starting in 8th grader named Molly Kimball, and she's gonna be something special. She's you better watch her and see. She's number 12. She plays second. She could actually play anywhere. I haven't seen her catch yet, but I'm sure that she actually can.
Right.
She's going to be something else. And I mean, I have her batting first. I have just as much confidence in her as my seniors.
Wow.
It's almost like, you know, if they can hit the ball and they're getting after it, I don't care if they're in 5th grade, they're going to play.
Look,
So,
that's been
yeah.
the thing. Kaylee Lewis stands in there. She will hit for Marksville. That one is pushed back foul, and having to duck out of the way is Katie Lashney that has come out on deck. But you're right about that. And,
Right.
and if you've got, and this is the age-old thing too, if you've got a junior or senior and you've got an 8th grader, 9th grader, and they're equal talent, a lot of time that 9th grader is going to play because they've not reached that ceiling.
Right, and they can learn to fight the nerves, and they will have more experience whenever they're in 10th graders than some 11th, 12th graders.
Absolutely, they will.
And that's a big thing.
Hadn't got affected by distractions and
Right.
homecoming dances and boys and all of those things.
Yes, please,
That
absolutely.
Just off the plate. Thought that we might have a throwdown, getting a good lead down at first, but nothing doing.
Right.
3 balls and a strike here. 2 down in the top of the 2nd. We play sitting in with the Avoyelles Lady Mustangs coach Micah Bordelon.
Mighty
And,
shallow in outfield.
Yeah, we've
Good
seen
gap.
a lot of that.
Right.
With that wind blowing in like it is, I think today in the 3 games, I've only seen 1 ball that's gotten out there.
Right. I think it was against us actually. Hit the fence.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Right. And
That's
that was
the
the
one.
that was Bunky's 9-hole hitter actually.
That's correct.
Yes. That was a great hit.
That one right up the middle is going to be covered in by Gio, and she'll throw to first
She's out.
for the final out. Bobbled around, but
That's,
contained.
First baseman Harper, she's an 8th grader too. She's actually my niece.
Well,
Yes, 18.
There you have it. Yeah, doing a
Premier.
great job. Well, Coach,
Yes.
I appreciate you sitting in with us without a doubt. It was a pleasure to have you up here. I think, looking forward to following you. Of course, we'll cover you guys through district as well as that one with Menard in it too. But certainly appreciate you stopping up and visiting with us.
Yes, sir. Thank
There
you
you
for
go.
having me.
Are you guys on Game Changer?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
follow you along that way too. Micah Bordelon joining us up here, and we appreciate that. You guys play. When do you play again?
We're the last game.
Okay.
If I'm not,
I think y'all have, what is
Let's
it,
see.
Bunky?
Marksville, actually.
Marksville, and okay.
Yeah, that'll be at 4:05, is it, or 4:10?
4:10 is the time, and we're only about 6 or 7
the
minutes.
last one, so maybe they'll let us play 5. You never know. So, we need the work,
That's correct.
We look forward to it. So,
all right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yep,
Yes,
absolutely. Yes, sir. Look, it is just a tremendous pleasure being able to visit with these coaches and build relationships, and that's what the Pelican Softball Report is all about. Get that back going on there as we move now to the bottom of the second. Great to visit. We'll get all this cleared off with Coach Micah. That one just off the plate and out of there. 2 balls and no strikes. Reagan Lashney has been in the circle for this one. She is in her second inning of work. Looking around the lineup, and now some difference trying to get together on everywhere where they're playing. We'll look around, not having the lineups. We did get one on some, and some we don't, but just getting used to the coverage that's on here. A lot of these coaches aren't used to having one up in the press box, but we did get rosters on everybody, and we're grateful for all of that. That's a swing and a miss from Ava Gorels, and I'm probably butchering that. If I am, for the sophomore, I apologize. Gunnels. That roster is it's a screenshot, and it's a small one, and my eyes struggle. Needless to say, Ava is going to make her way down to first base following that walk. And St. Joe's, with nobody out in the bottom of the second, has a little bit going on. You get the leadoff runner on, and Miley Mesh comes up. This might be an opportunity to lay one down. That's what they're thinking on Marksville also, as the third baseman starts to creep in just a little bit. Big motion, rocking back, and just a steal is there, and if she can get away. Yeah, there's nobody at third, but then it's going to be a race between you and Maya Glorioso. But a runner down at second base was called a ball, and opportunity, the tying run on at second base. Infield is playing even with the bags around the way. That one down low, and another big lead by Ava. That one up and out of the zone, and another 3-0 count here. Lashney will rock back and deliver this 3-0 count. Swung on and missed, and the 3-0 swinging. Big moment for St. Joe in this one, as we play bottom of the second, some 32 minutes or so into this one. Ground ball to shortstop, near interference. Coming around there, play is over at first and made in time, and that's the first out of the inning. And going to go out and talk about that, and the fielder and the runner kind kind of collided there, and that's what I think Coach is going to go out and talk about to see if there was some sort of interference, maybe sending that runner back to second base. And they'll talk about that just a little bit now. And look, everybody just getting things done. They're going to call interference and send the runner back. And that's when I tell you that there was that collision over there, I thought that might happen. So that will send the runner back. No difference in the out. It would have been an out that was played, but all it does is move the runner back. And Elena Fontenot will step in with one down and runner at second still. Off-speed pitch up and out of the zone for ball one. Good-looking cut at it, but right through that one. Been impressed with the work of Lashney, Reagan Lashney, that is in there. Been around the plate a lot. The defense, of course, has helped out. Swung on and missed there. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 down in the bottom of the second we play. St. Joe trying to scratch across a run here. It's a scrappy young bunch from St. Joe. Swung on, down on strikes, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. Or correction, that last one was not. It was a ground out that brought up this whole thing. There you go. This will be Gio. Abby gave up that double and the run back in the first inning to Katie and Kristen Lashney. Kristen Lashney, the senior, coming through big. Fouled straight back to where we are. Appreciate Coach Micah Broussard, or Micah Bordelon, for coming up here. First-year coach at Avoyelles, coming up here and visiting with us. Oh, you could tell the spin on that one as it hit the dirt about 5 or 6 feet in front of the plate and just hooked to the left and got away from catcher Madison Jones. And a ball on a strike, but it does get the runner down to third base. Strike in there and called. That one misses up and out of the zone. Evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. My base runner buttons quit working on me, but there is a runner at third here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the second. That one drops out of the zone and will fill things up here. It is 1-0 Marksville in the bottom of the second. Big opportunity here is just 60 feet away is the tying run, and St. Joe's Abby Gio has an opportunity to bring her around, but going to have to do it on this full count. Lifts that one foul, and they'll repeat the payoff pitch. Gio will step back in. Lashney looks over into the dugout there for the Tigers and gets the sign. Clouds did start to break up. I do see a little bit of sun out there. Swung on and missed and down on strikes. And, boy, when Lashney needs that strikeout, she's able to go up there and get it. We'll be back for the top of the third when we come back.
We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
Top of the third we go. Katie Lashney will lead things off for, that's all my stuff there. Yeah. The umpire stuff? Back in the third we go. Katie had the double to lead things off in the top of the first, and she did so as well in that first game. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. So again, this is a real good matchup, one that you expect both sides to get better at. Up and out of the zone, ball 3, not really wanting to give her anything in her wheelhouse. That one is lifted high and back and deep off the base of the wall, and another double as Katie Lashney just continues and continues to pound the softball. My goodness, that's an 3-0 fastball that she takes, and had that wind not been blowing in, that one gets out of the ballpark. And now that'll spin things around. Madison Lashney will step in. I am just really blown away by the work of Katie Lashney, the sophomore. We've seen her play center field. We've seen her pitch. Throws that ball probably, we were talking 63, 64, hovering somewhere around 60, 61 today. Just off the plate and out of there. 2 balls and no strikes. We've seen just a lot of different pitchers in this. There's a ground ball to second base, going to be gathered up there. And, boy, this scenario plays itself out a lot. A double by Lashney, advancing her over, and then Kristen Lashney will come in there and drive her in. And that's been the success method that we've seen, or the process, or whatever that you want to call it. That strike is taken over the outer half. Strike one. But it's been a double by Lashney in the first, and then moving around. We saw that a couple of times last game. We'll see if the senior is able to deliver here. That one up and out of the zone, watches it. She's had herself a tremendous day as well. Off-speed pitch taken in there for strike two. That one off the plate, and still paying attention to Lashney over there. But I'm telling you, she is one of the. Of course, you can pick your choice of Lashneys on this Marksville roster. That one's lifted high. Watch to see if she tags. I think it's too. Yeah, it's too shallow for that to happen. That one has popped up, and that is out number two. Top of the third we play, and that is going to bring Madison Jones to the plate. Certainly love the hospitality of these folks here at in Marksville in Avoyelles Parish. It's the Avoyelles Parish tournament. That one fouled back and out of play. Technology is something. You're able to put in a Walmart order and have it delivered to your house just right off your phone. Isn't that something? Right down the pipe it goes. And look, I'm very impressed with the 8th grader, Abby Guillo. Really she's only been hit hard a couple of times today. 0-2. Trying to strand. That one lifted high. Should be playable in center field. Coming up and making it. Wind plays havoc on a little bit, but it is controlled there. Bottom of the third coming up when we come back.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Lala Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
Back to action we go here getting things going in the bottom of the third. This is number 14, and that is Allie Lemoyne that will step in. Certainly appreciate Coach Thomas Scully visiting with us. Laying down that bunt, and they're trying to by Lemoyne, and it just comes off of there. Good looking work continues from Lashney, Reagan Lashney in the circle here. Swung on there, and that one up and out of the zone. And down on strikes there, out number 1. Is going to bring number 18, and that's the young lady we saw over at first base, Coach Micah's niece, Harper Grimion. Boy, just a beautiful throw, and great work there behind the dish. Madison Jones to nail the runner heading down to third. Great work, and that will erase the threat. Bottom of the third, we play 2 outs. Marksville looking to wrap this one up here. Still have some softball for you. Don't go anywhere in this. Swing there, and Lashney trying to finish this one out here. She rocks back and delivers this one. That is hammered over the head of the shortstop, going to get out to left field where it is gathered in. And Grimion not ready to go away just yet in this, as she puts that one out into left field. And so that stolen base that caught stealing coming back to haunt them just a little bit. And Ashley Daguerpont will step in. 1-0 ball game in this will be the final inning. That one bounces around and going to get Grimion down to second base. Boy, it has turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful day. I guess the only hindrance is that little bit of wind. There went a lot of wind when it comes and it gets that dirt going. I've seen several of these young ladies have to shield their eyes when that comes around. Daguerpont, well, she can get one to that gap, maybe to the fence. That'll score Grimmy on and tie this thing up. Lashney wanting none of that. That bounces away on the outer half. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here to Daguerpont. Waiting in the wings over there, trying to get a shot at it. Don't have that young lady on my roster, but that is ball 4. And we'll have runners at first and second. Actually, I do. That's Sarah Quibido, the catcher. That was the difference. So on the leg, she's got a number, and that number is 30. Coach Jarvis making the walk out. Going out just trying to say, hey, settle down. Let's throw us a strike right here. And Sarah Quibido has an opportunity to come up big time here. Rocks back and delivers this one, and boy, Lashney does a good job of throwing through that one. Whatever conversation Coach Jarvis had with her, it settled her down on that pitch. Runners at first and second, 2 down, bottom of the third, and about 4 minutes remaining of game time. That one up and out of the zone. Ball and a strike here. Game number 4, we've got 2 to go. That one low and right across the knees, and 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, we have seen Reagan Lashney go to that off-speed stuff here for her strikeout pitch. She's done a good job with that. These batters and Quibido up in the front of the box, so she's not geared up fastball. She does take something off of that and strikes her out, and that's the strikeout pitch that we've seen. That's the ball game. Complete game shutout there, 3-inning variety by Reagan Lashney, and that will do it here. That's going to do it for us in game number 4. We'll be back here in just a few minutes for our next one, and let me see if I can tell you who that is before we get out of here, so you can stay tuned for the next one. Charter and Bunkie. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You've got to click on the new